everyone, it's Erica and today is filming my pajama day because I don't feel like getting dressed or doing anything. So you can see here, this is my Phantom of the Opera t-shirt. That's actually where my username comes from, the Angel of Music 1989, because I like to sing and stuff. So yeah. I have several updates today and things that I would like to discuss. First and foremost is Jelly Bean update on the Galaxy S3. I have flashed it via ODIN. I'll be giving a full in-depth review of it, but today kind of just going to give you my impressions and other things. Also, this month I'm going to be going to Dallas, Texas for Big Android Barbecue. It's a really awesome Android event where there's tons of sponsors and crazy awesome Android nerds who will be there, so I am very excited for that. Also, the most exciting thing for me is that in a couple of days, on Tuesday, I'm going to be having a visitor coming all the way from France because he's insane. Maybe some of you know him. His name is Supercurio. He's created apps like Voodoo Sound, Voodoo Louder to really enhance the sound Android experience, especially in the Galaxy line of phones. I actually met him on Twitter when I was really upset about the Galaxy S3 black clipping and whatnot, and we just started talking from there. And I had known him previously because I was not happy with my exercise experience because I watch Netflix on my phone as I'm exercising and I couldn't hear it through earphones, so Voodoo Sound, Voodoo Louder was so awesome. And so I just have been such a huge fan of his work, and now he's a very dear friend of mine and I really can't wait till he gets here. He's not here yet! He needs to be here because we're going to be filming and going places and doing fun things, so I'm excited and yeah. So now back to impressions on the Galaxy S3 Jelly Bean. So when looking at the TouchWiz version of Jelly Bean, the first thing I noticed is that Samsung has done a little bit of changes to the color theme. The status bar, it looks black here, it's not. It used to be black, but now it's more like a lighter of a gray. So that must be because they're hoping to have the screen burn in more evenly. I really like what Samsung has done with the folders. It seems more Jelly Bean-like. Before, they just had to keep that old ugly folder system instead of going with what Ice Cream Sandwich had, so really looks quite nice. When pulling down your notification bar, it now displays the time and the date, whereas it didn't have that before. They added a blocking mode under the settings, which works kind of like do not disturb with the iPhone, so that you can choose during certain times of the day that people can contact you. You can choose to block certain numbers, so I find that that's pretty awesome. They've added some more things. The notification box here is now far more saturated with information. You can see that you've got access to Google Now, which is really cool as well. If you enable Google Now, you will have Google tracking what you do so that you can see places that are relevant to your surroundings. It'll tell you different news pieces. You can find out about your favorite sports teams. So you don't have to turn Google Now on, but it just is more convenient to your traveling and to traffic and all those other things. So it's quite cool. It seems that Samsung has made a lot of improvements with the camera application, which I find always awesome, because before there were problems with importing videos to Mac. For some reason, the sound would be so distorted to where it would be completely unusable. That is no longer a problem. I noticed that when importing videos and looking at the sound, it still hits the red zone to a point where it's uncomfortable. I hope they've further fix that because it's kind of ridiculous and stupid, but at least the audio in your videos is now usable. Also, an interesting thing that they've done with video is that when you are recording, you now have the option to pause in video. That's something that's really rare, and I wish that even my video cameras would have that. So watch this. You can hit the pause button. I'm at 19 seconds. And it sits there at 19 seconds. It's not going to record anything else, but at the same time, you're not stopping and having to start a new video, so I can literally just hit resume. There you can see, it's got 22, 23, and then you can stop the clip altogether and just create a new video clip. So I find that really cool, especially if you like to do on-screen editing. It makes it convenient. You can just simply pause it and go and film something else, and then pause it and go to another thing. Your brother's blowing out his candles, I don't know, and then you can do the aftermath and see him opening his presents. So that allows you to do that simply by pushing pause. I want to test something though. What will happen if I push pause and I lock it? Will it let me still resume is the question. So it seems that when you lock the device, even if you've paused it, it will automatically want you to record a new clip. Something else cool is that when you hold down your home button and get to your recent apps window, you now have a menu here on the bottom. You can get to your running applications finally from there. That's quite nice. I can end them here. I can choose to see my storage, my RAM, whatever. You can clear everything, and you also can get to Google Now from there. So interesting. But functional. Make me a sandwich. Yeah, it doesn't interact with me like Siri does. Siri would be like, what?
I'm not permitted to prepare food.
Ha! But they do basically the same things now. Remind me to go to the grocery store at 5 p.m.
Setting alarm.
So you can tell it, remind me to go to the grocery store at 5 p.m., but if I try doing this, remind me to go to the grocery store at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It says, sorry, alarms and reminders only support times of days but not dates. Really? Remind me to go to the store tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Here's your reminder for tomorrow at 5 p.m.
So you see there's an option on Siri to say tomorrow, but you can't do that with the Google Voice. I wonder if that's a copyright infringement. Interesting. So over the next few days, I'll be playing with Jelly Bean more and seeing what else I can discover that's new, or what else I think is beneficial or makes it the phone for you. So we will see how that goes. But as for now, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, which is at @Iam_Erica. Also follow me on Facebook, which you can get to from my main YouTube channel page. You may be wondering why this really sharp knife is sitting here. I was doing another review a moment ago about hitting my screen, which has an Exoskins on it, so it's been sitting in frame for the whole video. You might be wondering what that was about. Let's get rid of that sharp knife.